with you. I was so happy. Like,
You're so happy.
I hate you. I hate you.
So
I hate you so
Nick
much.
really wants
Kenny,
to poop, but
if
we
you
did just
started it
start it. So
5
you know.
seconds earlier.
Whoa, we got the poop part. We got the poop part.
Did we get the poop
We
part?
got the poop part.
Everybody poops.
Yeah, everyone
there's no
poops.
shame in that. Don't body shame
Real
me.
shit,
Everyone
dude.
poops.
Everyone poops. Get
Yeah,
that
of course
shirt.
it's real good.
Everyone poops. So, I am Blacktron, and I'm your host here at Black and Yellow Taco Gamers, and I'm with my co-host, Lil Heezy for Sheezy, my Neezy, and
Hey.
Mr. Suck, you know, that guy over there on my left. Then below me, put those hands away, don't you dare, Commander Cook, Marky Mark, the man, the boy himself, and on the left of him is Rakutsu Nickelodeon. Stop cheesing. Nick. And this week we're going to be talking about the fall anime 2017 season. And boy, it was a very interesting one. But before I jump into that, I do want to make this one, like, have this conversation with you guys because it just blew my mind today when I read it. But, so the creator of Detective Conan, Gosho Aoyama, he stated recently that he worked 20 hours a day for 5 days a week. Blows my mind. Am I wrong to think that's so, like, crazy? Especially in, like, Japan, where, like, it's known, like, I think it's Shigarashi. Is that what it's called? No, that's another thing. Am I thinking the same thing? There's, like, a word that they use for, like, when you die from overwork.
Hard as a motherfucker.
So, like,
From what?
Like, when you're overworked.
When you die of exhaustion.
Yeah. So, that's, like,
I know
one
what
thing.
you're talking about.
So I'm just like, how the fuck did you do this shit for like 30 years, apparently. Yeah, like I guess it was to celebrate his 30-year anniversary of doing what he's doing. And I'm just like,
The word is
holy
karoshi.
Karoshi. I was close.
Yeah, you're very close.
What did I say before?
You said Shigarashi.
Shigarashi.
Shigarashi. I think what happened is I've been reading a little too much My Hero, and all these names just came in together at once and became this Shigarashi thing. Like, there's all these characters that have these interesting names, like Todoroki and damn, what is his name?
Midoriyama.
The leader of the villains. Shigaraki.
Oh,
Shigaraki.
he says his fucking. Is it Shiraki?
It's Shigaraki.
I think it's Shigaraki. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I downloaded Duolingo on my phone, and I've been kind of practicing, and it took me 3 days to realize I was learning hiragana.
Wait, are you going to Japan?
No, absolutely not. I can't because I'd have to tell the State Department and like 7 different people.
Well, no, I just thought I'd ask because, like, the way you said it was like, oh, Duolingo, you know, I'm doing all this stuff now. You know,
Oh no,
like,
I'm trying
in my
to
head,
learn
I was like,
because I
oh,
want to go in March.
he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I want to go in March. I wish I was still going in 2 weeks. I really.
Hey, you're
do, because
balling,
I feel
dude.
like that
Pay
would
for
be
my
good.
ticket.
So,
I'll
yeah,
go
I'm
with
like,
you.
oh well, sure.
So,
Me too.
No, he called it first. Fuck you.
we're here to talk about Anime 2017 fall season, and I think majority of my opinions are the same as our initial impressions of the shows. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way. Like, were there any shows that really initially stuck out to you, but then fell flat, or like you had no like idea that they would be any good, but they actually became super good? Urahara, you like it or you didn't like it?
I like it.
Really?
It
There's
wasn't
like a
on my
5
radar.
on my anime list.
It wasn't on my radar at first, but like I started watching it, and it's just one of those. I don't know, like, to me, I'm just really calm watching it. This is one of those. You know what I mean? Like that one show you watch because you just feel happy, regardless of how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
That's Mark for you.
No, I don't know.
I think New Game was that for me. Like, New Game was
good.
A super good show
New
to
Game was
like
good.
put me in a good mood. So did Your Children too. Like, that was a very peaceful,
Aho Girl.
happy song. You know,
Oh, not
Aho
peaceful,
Girl.
but it made me happy. It made me
Aho
happy.
Girl was it had the comedic delivery that I needed on those Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's how Urahara makes me feel, and that's the only reason I enjoy it. Like, I don't know where it's going. I don't know if it'll be any good. It probably won't be any good, but I'm probably gonna stick through
Man,
it because it's
don't
just
sell it
I'm
short.
enjoying it.
You
Yeah.
have
You
you
don't
believe
know.
in it. Tell us why you believe in it. What's so great about it?
I mean, they had some foreshadowing in like episode 3, so I'm hoping there's gonna be some big thing that makes it like the sleeper hit of fall 2017.
Dude, it better be because it's actually
But
like getting some hype. To be honest.
yeah,
Is it really?
like the
Yeah.
art style
Like
and the
slowly
animation is just
gaining.
beautiful. But the
I think-
story so far is just really like dragging. It's just there.
I'm curious to see where its standing is now. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like
Probably changed since episode 4 came out today.
All right, so
So-
it is currently sitting at 529. I think it went down.
From
I think it was like 570 or 560, if I remember
Oh.
correctly.
That's
I could be
A
wrong.
half point is a big drop.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like it might do the whole Kimono Friends and just like
it might fuck us in the mind later.
Yeah.
But so I just want to bring this
Punchline.
up real quick.
same thing.
I just want to
Yeah,
bring this up real quick because I read an article from Kotaku earlier today, and it was in their top 4 anime to watch this season.
Wow.
And
Wait, really?
uh, and it says there's they have a section of the genre, it's comedy, sci-fi, the studio where you can watch it, the plot. So they have why watch it. It says, quote, "This one's a doozy. There's a talking shrimp tempura sidekick. The aliens are floating pink, sucky bell-shaped things. One of the magical girls fires a cannon twice her size. This is a pink pastel Lolita acid trip of a show, and it's about girls defending the rich culture that they helped create from empty beings who want to steal it."
Mark,
What?
do you agree?
Yes, it's a very artsy show. like go to an art gallery
End quote.
that has like contemporary art. That's what the show is.
It is exactly okay. So I watched like
Show
the
us
first.
contemporary art.
I watched like the first like 10 minutes, and I like skipped through a little bit because I was like not feeling it at first, and I was just like, okay, let me see through. And then they have, like the wide shots of the city and stuff, and I was like, this looks
Yeah.
like straight up art. Like somebody just fucking drew this and just threw it in there, and then just
Yeah.
colored it up. And I was just like, okay. And I was like, I dig it. I can feel it.
Interesting.
And then like when the characters came out, and it's just like they felt, I guess, like super casual, and I didn't really know what the fuck was going on.
I still don't know what the fuck is going on.
I didn't finish episode 1, but it was kind of like I heard hype and I wanted to give it a shot, but I don't think I was in the right mindset for it. So I might try watching it
Revisit
again.
it kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to ask, with that kind of show, is like, do you think that it's just gonna ramp up from here, or do you think like this kind of is as good as it gets?
I mean, it can't get. There's only one way to go from where it's at right now, and it's up, ramping up.
To space,
Cool.
because it's sci-fi, is my assumption.
Is it?
Who knows? We'll probably end up there.
Yeah.
Watch
actually,
episode 10. They're gonna end up at the alien planet.
I actually might pick it up mostly because I did just drop 2 shows, which we'll talk about later. But I did drop 2 shows recently, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to fill in two series in here, and one
You
was.
don't need to.
Yes, I do.
You don't need to, but
I
you
need
see,
to.
this is our dedication.
So,
we want to.
I have 15 right now, if you didn't know, and 13. I have 13 now. Dropped 2, so I had 15, and now I got to fill those 2 spots. So what I could do is either watch a show that I haven't watched before, like catch up on any of my backlog, or I can just watch any of the other good stuff out there. And Urahara was one of the ones I was looking at, and Anime Gataris is another one I was looking at.
Meta.
So potentially.
Oh my god, it is so meta. Holy shit, that show.
I actually like. So like the selling point to the for me for that show, there you go, was that it just has like inside jokes about anime we've all watched before, and that's like the only thing I
yeah.
would watch it for.
Oh yeah, it's the joke. It's very meme worthy.
Yeah.
I said that in my article. It's like how not my sister's unusual. Aramanga Sensei, how they literally took the meme of the Dojini are making them, or whatever. I can't pronounce that word. the comic, the
Dojins?
hentai basically. The dojin, yeah,
Dojins? Yeah.
the dojin are making
Dojinshi?
themselves.
Dojinishi?
I said fucked up. Give me a yeah. I might
You were like dragon dick or
dojins.
some shit. What the fuck did you say?
The dojins are making themselves, like that meme. In that show, they literally had them making dojins of themselves
That's cool.
as part of that. So here, they're literally going on about how the it's not even really a spoiler. It's just the show's meta, and they make these kinds of comments. They talk about the 3-episode test in anime.
Ah.
And they start talking about, oh yeah, you know that if a show doesn't jump, they literally say if a show doesn't jump the shark by the 3-episode test, you know that it's pretty much going in that direction. And they're like, yeah, that's about right. And the show it went in that direction, but they heavily implied you can never go off of the 3-episode test anymore, because after episode 4 it could go crazy.
Yep.
So you should never drop a show at episode 3 anymore. And I'm like, these fuckers they're really towing this line of too aware of themselves.
Did they do that on the 3rd episode?
Yeah.
I respect them.
Just like how at the end of the 1st episode they had a talking cat tell you, hey, don't drop us after the 1st episode, please. And I'm like, if they do this shit at mid-season too, I'm gonna be really pissed.
I think the only equivalent I could think of right now at like that level of like self-awareness is Recreators. That recap episode.
Yeah.
That was like perfect. I couldn't even complain about that. It was like the only time I was okay with watching a 0.5 show. Like a 0.5 episode where they were recapping stuff. I was totally okay with it. I'll probably watch it again one day because I liked it that much. So yeah, Anime Gothries I'll probably try.
You should.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Get Tama too if you ever have 150 hours to catch up.
Haha, jokes, good jokes.
So anything else you guys
No,
watching
literally, not
that
sarcasm.
you didn't expect? Loha?
Didn't expect. Okay, so
Well, I know Genie Tyson's one of them. You didn't expect to
all
like
right,
that
so what I expected from Junie Tyson was a Fate Zero series, but on like a different level. Because it's just a battle royale, right? That's what I thought. I was like, oh, just a battle royale, you know. But then
things
it wasn't.
happened.
Yeah, then it wasn't. That's all I can.
Then the Fire Nation attack.
It just wasn't. It's just.
So should I pick it up? Marathon it this weekend.
Okay, so what's the first episode is like a lot to take in, to be honest, and then it's like by the end of that episode you're like, oh, okay, all right, and then you just start to see kind of where it's going from there, and I think a lot of what's happening right now is that people really start to like enjoy the characters, because like not only are they warriors in some type of sense, they all have their own special power. They all represent like fucking family of.
Do they all dress like this?
The
No,
chicken
she's
girl,
the only
on the
one.
right side of our...
She's
the
only
chicken
one.
girl. This is like pre-named best girl on the internet somehow.
But don't get attached. Got him.
Yeah, it was. It's funny because like in the first, I think it was in the first episode, they were, one person was commenting on how I was like, oh, why is this chick here? I was like, is she really even a warrior wearing like skimpy clothes like that? No, it was in the second episode actually. It's just really weird because all she has is a giant feather for her bottoms, just wrapped around. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is it? I gotta look this up. What the fuck is this called?
Junie
Tyson.
J-U-U-N-I, and then Tyson T-A-I-S-E-N.
No, like
as in
Tyson.
Nancy.
Mike Tyson.
Like Mike
Or-
Tyson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tyson Chicken?
Nah, Tyson.
No, I got it. What the fuck, Rabbit Man?
Yeah. Okay. So, so in our we talked about this earlier. In our Crunchyroll Guide to Fall Anime, in their infographic, it says soul shaking battle royale. Soul shaking. I don't know if that's the right word right now, but we'll see.
I didn't watch
Feather
episode
Girl.
4 yet. I watched
Me either.
1 to 3, and
Yep.
mostly because life and stuff. but
This is
I
the
know it's
Zodiac
definitely going to
thing,
be the
isn't
show
it?
that I'm going to stick to. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I want to watch this.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick to it as well. It's like, what's weird is that, like, even though it's premised as a battle royale, there's so what happens in the beginning is that they all kind of just get separated, like, expunged out, so they're all pretty much scattered, and they all kind of have their own fights, like mentally and physically, and then some people get fucking murdered and some people don't get murdered, and then some people
Oh,
play
so don't get
tricks.
attached, people. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought Kenny was joking when he
So
said that.
so my assumption after like the first 2 episodes, I think, is like, oh, so somebody's gonna die every episode, and that's what's gonna happen. So it's gonna have 12 episodes, and there's gonna be one winner at the end, obviously.
Not like King's Game.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, continue
Holy
on
shit,
Junie
so
Tyson. Leave
I
King's
was
Game alone.
talking about that with a friend. Can we jump into the Nick is always right foundation?
We'll talk about this later. I don't have it in me yet. I don't have
That
enough
was
alcohol in me yet.
So out of nowhere.
I'm gonna sit here with that and just wait.
So
Peace.
Junie Tyson, yeah.
Good show.
Junie Tyson. The thing is, it is written by the same novelist that made the Monogatari series.
Ooh.
So it's always good to have an actual writer, like, write it out versus like a mangaka.
Was that a light novel originally?
Talking about Monogatari series, yes.
Monogatari.
It was a
yeah.
novel.
It was
It
novels.
just says novel.
Oh, proper novel. Okay.
Yep.
So it was written by the same novelist, and it really shows, like, in the first episode, like, just the whole tone and the dialogue. It just feels like it's actually written by someone that's has done this for a long time, So when you have a novelist behind it versus the standard mangaka, it's definitely gonna have a lot more presence in certain aspects. So I'm pretty happy about
the
it.
environment and world building is typically different.
Real
that's for
quick,
sure.
this guy has a sick ass like fucking like logo for his pen name. It is so
Ooh.
sick. The creator. Hold on, let me post it in chat. His name's Nishio Isen.
Yep.
And
Oh, he
has a
made
s-
Medaka Box?
I guess so.
His name is a palindrome.
It's a sick ass pen name. I love that shit.
What?
So yeah, what this
You can,
series?
it's the same backwards. Is
And
what he said.
forwards.
Yeah, where did you...
Yeah, backwards and forwards. It's in Twitch chat. Sorry.
Oh, Twitch chat. Okay.
So with this series, it was the one show that, excuse me, like, really stuck out of any other show that was like on the list for me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this. Oh, another one was Garo the Vanishing Line and Inuyashiki. Those are like the three shows that I knew I was gonna like. But Inuyashiki had elements I didn't expect initially. We'll talk about that later. And Garo the Vanishing Line is also same thing. But yeah,
I'm
Junie
so glad
Tyson
you put me on that.
is very good. And Garo the Vanishing Line, I told Nick, same thing. You both feel the same. Nick, I told Nick about it, and I said, "Hey, Nick, you'd like this show a lot. I know you'd like it. Watch this shit." And what do you think, Nick?
Paying my respects. Oh my god, that shit alone, I was like, I love this character already. That show is such a hilarious caricature because it is so over the top. It reminds me a lot of 90s style anime like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
But also that's the feel of it, but the plot and elements of it remind me very much of a combination of Berserk and Ghost Rider. Because it's got this character who can transform and fights monsters, but it's also set in a very modern time era, and his mount is kind of like it is this just massive motorcycle, and he's such a crass hero, which is very hilarious compared to the other, what are they, Makai or Makai Knights, I think is what they're called, which are like people who fight monsters.
Yeah.
And he's just like this big ass dude who eats like a 500-ounce steak and like a mountain of steak fries, and he'll just dump like a bottle of ketchup on it. And I'm like, I feel like this is what Japanese people think Texans are like.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just like,
No,
"All right,
that's
you know
All
who's from
Might.
Texas, All Might.
That's
You
all.
know who else is from Texas? Sword. Sword from Garo.
So yes.
What pisses me off is his name is the only one that's weird like that.
Oh, you mean the fact that his name's Sword?
Sword.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay, they're
I
all
thought it was
have,
gonna
like,
be
really cool
Gato
names.
because
Yeah.
of the title, but I was
And then it's
wrong.
like, oh, that other guy? No, his name's Luke. That chick? It's I can't remember her name, but it's like
I
Sophie?
forgot.
it's a really normal. It's a really like Gina. I think it was like
Yeah,
Gina.
no, it was Gina actually.
Yes, Gina. It was like really normal
Or
white people
Gina.
names.
Yeah, okay.
And then just this motherfucker is named Sword.
Okay, just as on Wikipedia, and we all trust Wikipedia.
Oh
obviously,
man,
it's a
here
great
we go.
source.
Wikipedia.
The protagonist, also known as Gato the Golden Knight.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, and also I did some research about the series before I started watching it. Apparently, there's like 3 other Gato series. This is the 3rd one, and I'm not sure if they're actually intertwined. I would think so. But yeah, it looks like they're somewhat connected to each other.
Okay,
do
that one's
I-
like live
Do
action
the
or something?
Gantz thing.
Do I have
Was
the
it?
patience to go and look for like their connection? No, I don't. So if you want to look into that, go ahead and let us know. And if you guys want to look into it, you can let me know too, because I'd appreciate
Are the
it.
others like live action or something?
No, they're like anime.
I feel like I've
No,
seen
like-
a Garo that's live action.
Don't they have a live action one? Because that's
feel
the
like
one
there
I've
was-
seen like clips of when Final Fantasy 14 did a crossover event
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm wikiing. Hold on. It does say it's part of a
They
series.
did do one. They did do
Uh,
one.
I also
He
want to
was-
make a point here, and I think it's kind of funny. I never thought we'd have 2 shows in one season that have a talking motorcycle. Because that you got
Same.
Gato, and then you have Kino. So Kino's journey is the same thing. There's like a talking motorcycle, and that's also a show that is like not new. It's like an
Yeah,
adaptation.
there's
a
so many
remake.
motorcycles this
It
season.
it is a remake.
Yeah, it's a remake of the old anime from.
Yeah, well, I mean, we said that early this year that this year is sequels and adaptations.
And motorcycles
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah,
Yeah,
motorcycles
motorcycles.
apparently.
Because it's 2-car. Fuck that show.
Oh yeah,
Stop
it's 2
it.
Oh my god!
So
Nah, I'm not gonna
why
lie.
is 2 cars
No,
so
they-
bad? I want to
Because
know.
Mark hates sports
Yo, there's
anime. You
No,
heard it
no,
here
it's not bad.
first.
The storytelling is just so bad. Like, I don't know what kind of story they're trying to tell, but like in the first episode, when you have like 50 billion flashbacks spread out throughout the show, and you
Dude.
have no idea what time it actually is, like, what the fuck?
Probably
Uh,
because the only person
And
who
then
would have
beginning of episode 2, they introduce 30 million characters.
30 million, huh?
it's a lot.
No, it's more like 30 actual characters.
All right, let me
So-
hit you with that
Go ahead.
original creator the script. That's who you want to blame, right?
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
a guy from like the 1930s?
I have Katsuhiko Takayama. He did All Noah No Zero. All
did All
Noah
Noah
Zero.
Zero?
Did he really?
He wrote the script.
That is such a radically different fucking show. But then again, I mean, look at Millipence. who
Oh, he did Big Order. Got him.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Holy shit! I scrolled down.
Uh,
I fucking scrolled
So
down.
another thing too, I do want to mention is that like,
that kills me.
as I mentioned,
good.
we could talk about Inuyashiki now because
Ooh.
Yes, let's.
with this show, I'm gonna speak my piece about it mostly because, as you may all know, I absolutely despise CG. I
Yes.
hate it so much. Like I remember somebody at work was trying to show me what's that? What is that
Ajin.
called? Yes, Ajin. And I just cringe the whole time. And it's just like it's hard, dude. Like I just can't get over that hump. But for some odd reason, Inuyashiki just like makes me feel like there's hope in the world. There are people that care and they know how to use it responsibly.
So, the same people who did that did Gantz, which is probably one of the few shows that I can think of off the top of my head that a vast majority of people would say was CG done right, especially in anime. I know Mark and I both really enjoyed it, but I mean, that's actually there's a not very subtle jab at Gantz, where one of the characters actually comically was like, "Oh, that's a shit manga. Why do you read shitty manga?" And I'm like, "That's interesting. Okay."
Yeah,
But
Harsh.
it's entertaining because I can't even think of it as a spoiler because I don't even think we understand it yet. But basically, these people are fucking cyborgs. So like their shit pops out into robot mode.
You heard it all in the first episode. That whole like alien spaceship crashes into them. And they're like, "Oh god, we crashed into intelligent life forms.
Yeah, we got
gotta repair 'em.
weapons in him
I
for
don't
some
have any
reason,
weapons left. Put them in."
which
we need to
makes
get
so
out.
little sense.
That's exactly what happened.
And it's so good because the main character for this is this really really interesting character because he's just some really hard to read school kid who starts off in the second episode for some reason to go off and talk to his friend to convince him to come to school. And you end up Kenny's not even here for me to piss him off about this. No, the main character is really this old dude who looks like he's 80 years old, but he's really like 58, which is still really old. And he just lives the saddest fucking life ever. He gets shit on by his kids. He gets shit on by his work. He gets shit on by his wife. The only thing that doesn't shit on him is his dog, which I was convinced was going to be murdered brutally
You're
at
such a
any
piece of shit.
stage.
Nobody kills the dog in the first episode.
No, I was terrified. I didn't want the dog to die. I love dogs. I hate people, but I love dogs.
That dog is not gonna die. That dog will live forever.
This dog better not die. That dog better be like the ultimate super weapon.
That
But
dog will
anyway.
be the pilot to his Gundam form.
Yeah. So pretty much, like I said, the main character is this student who just kind of goes through, and he seems really deadpan. And I think we can all agree that this main character of Inuyashiki is a very relatable character, right, Kenny?
Yes. 100%. Didn't expect half the shit that happened to happen.
I mean, you learned exactly what One Piece fans do in their free time.
Yeah. Shadley.
I wonder about Shadley now.
No, but sorry. I keep jumping back and forth because Kenny leaves in and out. But it's really an interesting first episode because, like I said, this guy gets shit on. You just want to see him fuck shit up. So he's in the middle of the park walking this dog. This homeless dude who finally gets his life together. Like, it's like a 15-second
He gets a
call.
shot at it. He gets a shot at getting his life together.
Yeah, he gets a shot at getting his wife back. He's got a place to live. He's got a job. He's gonna get his shit together. And he's like, one more night.
Like,
I'm living one more night as a
here
homeless
comes
person.
shitty ass millennial society. Come to fuck you up.
Fucking millennial kids come out there with baseball bats and fireworks. Start lighting this bitch on fire.
Oh my
They go
god.
to beat him. My man steps in. Mr.
Your
looking
man?
like a 90-year-old piece of shit. Walks on up there. And does he unleash a can of whoop-ass? Does he teach these kids what the fuck they should and should not be doing with their spare time?
Hell no.
No,
Hell
he
no.
gets cracked upside the fucking head with a pipe like a bitch.
That's what happens. Oh, I think we killed him. Whoops. Better not kill this guy.
Yeah, so they go to
That's-
beat that kid up.
So
And it turns out that
stupid.
his back explodes out into some sort of orbital strike missile system. And he fires like 50,000 fucking lights out of his back that knock all these kids out. And this show does something that surprises me. It came up with a brilliant way to come up with a get back. In
Bruh.
today's society, shit on the internet doesn't go away. You go on the internet saying some stupid anti-Semitic shit, someone's gonna catch that. It's never dying. These kids went out and they abused and beat and tried to murder a bunch of old homeless dudes. And this character, whatever the fuck power that he is now, takes screenshots, photos, finds all of their social media, proceeds to hack into every telecommunication system in the world, satellites, TV, internet, YouTube, all that shit, and blast this thing, spout out all of their photos, all of their names, where they live, and it ruins these kids' fucking lives.
Yep, it's like,
And a lot of times people find it arguable. It's like, Is it right to kill people who killed people? If this kid beat these homeless people to death, is it really the kid's fault? No, it's society's. People will argue the semantics on that all day long.
No, F society. Sorry.
Fucking that kid over by showing the world how much of a shitbag he is, that is the ultimate way that I don't think anyone could fucking argue that at all. And it's an amazing show. Like, the way that they handle everything, it's like watching a goddamn thriller movie. You are at the edge of your seat the entire time, and it is so well done.
I just watch for the puppy.
Yeah, the dog is amazing.
Also,
What's her name? Hanako?
Yeah,
Hanako, yeah.
Hanako.
Another good thing about it is, for those who watch Mob Psycho, the the director of Mob Psycho 100 also directed the opening for Inuyashiki. And that's why it is so glorious, even though it's so CG. I hate CG so much. I really need to kick
Kenny
that.
is so conflicted.
I've never felt so conflicted about CG in
He
my
also
life.
did a bunch of Bleach.
Oh no,
Death
he's
Parade.
very good. He's
Kill la
very
Kill.
good.
So much.
He is the
Kill la
creator
Kill.
of. He's the creator.
Attack
of
on Titan.
Death Parade. That's the.
Yeah,
thing.
he
Kyo no
did
Tara.
AOT season 2. Yeah, Death Billards and Death Parade.
Yeah. Yep. Because Death Billards was a one shot to Death Parades.
Yeah, that was the
Oh.
intro thing.
Nice.
And they referenced it too. Like, that whole series was really well done.
Dude, this
Yeah.
guy looks like Putan's long lost cousin.
Steve Aoki? What?
You should look into fuck, who is it that I was thinking of? It's gone. I don't know
All right.
what I was talking
You'll
about.
think of it later.
Yeah, I'll think
Yeah,
about it
sure.
later. I'll be waking up in cold sweat at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what it was. So yeah, now I thought might as well talk about some shit that I'm pissed off about.
Some
King's
shit.
game.
Ah,
Osama
give me a sec,
game.
give me a sec.
King's game.
We need to just have like a trash can section of our podcast or something.
So you know how like there are times where like Nick is right. Like it hasn't happened yet.
Like always.
It hasn't
Like
hasn't
always?
happened yet. You know, but it looks like we might have a time where Nick's right. Like this one time.
Okay, so all right, let me just preface this with, in our preview of the fall 2017, I said, "Oh, I remember this anime. I read the manga," and I was like, maybe I'll watch the animation, see how far to go. Next, like, fuck this shit. You shouldn't fucking watch that. Don't fucking waste your time. It's actually a piece of shit. It belongs in the garbage. And then like a homeless person wouldn't even pick it up, you know. And I just want to put my side in really, really quick. I could not get through 5 minutes of that goddamn show, and I never touched it again.
You read it like me, and you decided actively to try and give it a shot, and that makes you like 10 times better than me. I couldn't. I read
5
it.
minutes. I was just like, oh, just throw it away.
I mean, with the first 2 episodes, I just kind of like let things slide. I was like, okay, this is shit. Like this is just shit. Episode 2, okay, it's still shit. But you know what? I've seen the worst of the worst. I've watched Big Order. Like I can't see anything worse than that. So, in my head, in my mind, I should just push through it, and I might actually find some great in it. Nope. I was able to watch episode 3 with one of my friends, Futon, and that was a great time. That was a really good time to
I remember
watch
talking about
with
this, yeah.
him. If I watched it by myself, I want to kill
With the
myself.
best friend? Is it the part with his best friend? And
What?
his girlfriend?
What?
What
Oh
game
yeah,
popped up?
his girlfriend fucks the best friend thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna put this on my queue real quick.
Mark is down for the fuck.
You know what the worst thing is? That is only the second worst part of that. Maybe even the third worst part of that show.
So Kenny, you're like officially dropping it?
I dropped it. It's gone. Yeah.
So the challenge,
I'm
if
gonna
I'm
pick
not
it up.
mistaken, was, oh my god, Mark.
I'm gonna challenge myself to pick it up.
Challenge.
Weren't you the one of the people that when I came in the chat and talked about it, you were like, "Well, Nick told you."
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Anyway,
Push you guys off.
No, seriously, like
Don't
that's
piss me
only
off.
like the second or third worst part of the show.
It's
Like,
tough, man. It's
I almost
very
spoiled
tough.
the whole thing to Mark, but the ending is even worse.
It
to be
reminded me
honest.
of Doubt a lot.
It's a shitty version of Doubt and Judge. It is literally, if you took everything good about Doubt and Judge, threw in some NTR and retarded chromosomes, just fucking fist those shits in. That's what you get with King's Game.
You know what sucks?
Down syndrome and shit.
I think the cover art actually looks nice versus what's actually in the anime.
Oh, no,
Also,
no,
the
cover
blood,
art's
the
nice.
blood is absolutely shit. I hate looking at the blood. I hate looking at people die. It just doesn't look believable. I can't stand it.
You could have just left it at the show looks. The show is shit.
No, so there was like this one character that me and Puta agreed was like, this is the savior of the show. This is the person that's gonna
Is it the
take
girl?
the show, put it on his back, and just say, "I got
Is it
this,
the
fam." But then at
Is it
the
the
same
girl?
time, I thought he's gonna die. No, I said he like 3 times.
Oh, okay. Which he is it?
Hey,
Which one is that?
George.
No, the
So-
guy from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the fucked up way he gets raped and or
We're
murdered?
not talking about this shit right now.
Here's
We're
him.
moving
How
on.
about you not
We're
spoil it
moving
for
on.
me? How about you not spoil it
Because
for me?
Mark's trying to watch it, and our audience is trying to watch it. No one wants to hear this shit. All right, let's move on. You want to talk about the other show I dropped? We can talk about that.
Which one? Which other one did you drop? You
DSA.
only mentioned. What?
I dropped the shit out of that show. I hated it.
No. Third episode hasn't dropped yet. You got to give it a third episode.
I watched the 3rd episode. It's dropped.
No. That was episode 2.
No, I watched the 3rd episode. It's dropped.
No, that was episode 2.
I went into the feature and watched the 3rd episode. It's dropped.
Wait, what show is this?
DSA.
Oh,
I watched 3 episodes
I
of the
want
show.
episode 3 to be good. You can't count episode 0. It's so bad.
All right,
That was
that's the
them being
thing. But
stupid.
you could say that, but if episode 2 is bad enough that it's shitty, like shitty to the point where all the other episodes don't matter, then why bother?
You didn't like to. All right. I didn't like to.
They just tried to go full harem, and it was just like not cool. Like I didn't like it.
What?
Well, time to pick this up.
fucking
What?
Mark, dude. Jesus.
Wait, how did they try to go full harem?
What? How does he wake up? Oh look, 2 girls above him. What? And you can see the panties. He takes a picture.
No, but that's not them. All right, first off, they did not fucking take kindly to that. That was just him doing what any of us would have done.
Yeah,
if we
but
woke up
in
late.
harems, they don't always be like, "Oh yeah, take more pictures." Ooh, senpai,
No,
notice me.
no.
That's
they
not
don't-
how that works.
They don't normally proceed to beat the shit out of the kid, and then treat him like shit afterwards for being a
Dude, there's a
fucking-
certain style. All right, there's a dere for that. We know
They
this.
did not. All right, first off, yes, there is a dere for that, but that's not a thing.
It's the
Like,
thing.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna make him be gay. To be honest, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, "You are gay for your best friend, you piece of shit."
Oh my god. All right,
Thank you,
so.
Mark. Thank you for spreading this salt around.
All right, I'm over that show. If you guys want to talk about it, you can. But like, I absolutely didn't like it.
I am giving it a proper 3-episode test. It could be dropped, but it might not be dropped. But no,
If
I don't
you-
know.
I want you to take the time to really look at the other shows that it's done, because there's really nothing noteworthy about it. It's like that's
The-
that.
But the studio?
The proper episode 1. Oh yeah, no, the studio hadn't done. I mean, the voice actors are also all really.
It has a
good. They've done
6.07.
nothing.
Don't watch
Everything except for Gintama is fucking ranked shit this year.
it. No, because Blood Blockade Battlefront's 8.21.
That doesn't count. That's an amazing fucking show.
What? All right, Black Clover is a 6.73, and it's
Yeah, 'cause that's a
deserving a
shit show.
6.73.
That's a shit show.
Jane Tyson
Recovery of an MMO
7.35.
Junkie is 7.3. That's
My
a decent
point
rating.
was, a vast majority of the things this season are vastly under fucking ranked, in my opinion.
Not sure.
The fuck do you say?
I disagree. There's a bunch of 7s out there, and they deserve
Vastly
7s.
underranked. It's
Yeah,
there's a lot of
seven,
shit that's
seven's
not
okay,
good.
but there's a lot of stuff that's 5s and 6s that I don't think should be 5s or 6s.
Let's go
are you
through
talking
some
about
5s
anime
and 6s,
Gattaris?
Nick.
Among other things.
among other things. Are you
All right,
a
wait, I'm
are you
looking at my-
what is this show called? Fucking the little sister one. Like, do you watch that one? A sister's all you
Yes.
need.
I watched that
Yes,
one.
this is all you need. That shit's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
That's
Okay.
that shit is
That
funny.
deserves a
as hell.
6.71 because I know it's gonna jump to like a 7.50 or some shit.
It should be
like
a
that.
7. Yeah, that one should be a 7.
Yeah, but it needs
Show-
to
Shoujo
ramp up.
Shimatsu is also currently a 7.6. Come on,
Wait,
man.
What is?
They're good shows. Shoujo
What
Shimatsu.
is?
Girls Last Tour on.
I don't watch it.
Amazon.
That's understandable. Am I wrong?
I don't watch Amazon stuff.
Wait, that's
You should, this one's good.
7.64. That's high.
You know, I
Yeah,
can't
it's high.
I can't
That's
get my anime
very
list to
high.
work right now.
And then Nick here saying everything is rated shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I don't know, I feel like I
disagree
saw a
with
lot
it.
of
Wait,
fives
that's
and
just
sixes.
because.
I saw a lot of 5s and 6s. That's all.
Just because 7.26.
You won't see a
yeah.
9. You won't see a 9 this early in the game. You
Yeah,
won't see.
yeah, but still,
yeah,
like
yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
it's above a 7. That's really good for this early on.
Yeah. So is anyone watching Food Wars?
I am.
I'm
I need to
still
catch
behind
up.
on last season.
All right.
I'm half.
I watched the first episode. That's it.
I already know what's gonna happen because I read the manga, so I'm just watching it.
Is it a
Naruto died.
motherfucking battle arc? Is it a motherfucking battle tournament arc?
This
They already had a tournament arc, Nick. Last season.
This whole
You
fucking
sound so
show is a
distressed.
tournament arc.
They already
This
had a
whole
battle arc. You
series
can't do that
Is
anymore.
a tournament arc. Like that's nothing but tournament arc.
Tournament
glorious.
arc.
And the
Tournament
not
arc.
fucking
actual
show
tournament.
is
It's a
called
motherfucking
Food
tournament
Wars, for the love
arc.
of God.
Yeah, so what else would you expect? It's all culinary It's
Battles,
Alright,
but not.
But it's
that's
not
not-
always a tournament.
no, but that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that like a bad thing. I think this is one of the few shows that can like constantly do competitions and
That's
be
what I'm saying.
good. Because
not
it's
always
like a
tournament,
really
though.
interesting twist on like a fuck ton of Food Network shows. It's like if Food Network was allowed to do porn, that's practically what this is.
Speaking on that, there hasn't been porn, really.
What?
Yeah,
First
last
episode,
season,
What the
that
hell
was.
did I just hear? Where did that come
last
from?
no, because
Like,
because
first episode
Food
there
Wars
was.
is fucking.
It wasn't. It wasn't like full blown.
What are you talking about? What did I
Food
get
Wars.
lost? Oh, okay. Cool.
You know how when they eat, their fucking clothes
They just-
explode off.
Yeah, but you
jizz
you know exactly what you're walking into with that show. Like
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
Food Network was allowed to do porn, that's what this show would be.
yeah.
I mean, they do food porn.
Yeah, but I'm talking about regular porn.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I think the only shows that like
My neighbors all think I'm insane right
I'm like trying to look at my options here, and to be honest with you, I feel like everything is super like rated well. Like I don't think that anything is underrated or overrated. I think it's
Yep.
just
now. I
like,
think it's
everything
underrated
is
because
fairly
I
rated.
forgot that it's only like week 3 right now.
Okay.
Doing
Like-
3-episode test podcast.
Oh,
Forgot I was week
so-
3.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with
No,
me,
I mean,
like,
Nick forgets everything. He forgot the name of the friggin' Let's Play we were doing.
Fuck you, so did you. Fuck you, that was you too. We sat there for 5 minutes trying to figure out
like
what club that bitch
let's
belonged
be
to.
real right now. Gintama has a 9.04. That's
Just
high.
the fan base.
As fuck.
That's because Gintama.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's
that's
the
what I'm
fan base.
saying. You can't say that. It's fair. It's unfair.
I
to
expect everything to be as funny, entertaining, and heartwarming as Gintama, goddammit.
Inuyashiki is 7.93.
Inuyashiki, I think, is honest to God, really fucking amazing.
And I think it's only gonna get up from here. I think my only issue with it is knowing that it's 11 episodes. I wish I didn't know. Like, if I knew it was like, if I thought it was like 12 or something, or maybe like 24, I'd be like super cool with it. But like, the way that things are progressing right now, I'm like, fuck, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how this show's gonna end, and I'm okay with it because I just kind of want shit to get crazy real early.
So, viewers, for those of you that were not aware, Inuyashiki is only 11 episodes. So, fuck you. Wallow in your sadness now.
Hey, are you guys watching Blend S?
Negative.
No,
I was thinking
On
about
my
it and
queue,
I decided
but I've
not to.
never.
Oh god, I stray away from meta like so much.
Blend S is nice because like
Wait, what did Aloha say?
I said I stray away from meta. And
Are you
Are you
only
watching
thing-
Recreators?
Anime Gatsure? Gatari with me?
I said I might.
Oh,
You're watching
okay, never
Recreators,
mind.
though, right?
So what happens with I'm gonna start. So what happens with
Oh, no, listen.
Yes, it
continue,
is.
Continue, sorry. Yeah, no, it is.
It's meta
Not
shit.
as much as like
Not as much as Anime Gatari. Because
now,
Anime Gatari is
now,
probably the
but
most
Recreators
meta
when it
thing.
came out, that was the most meta shit we had all
Yeah.
year.
Besides Gintama, Anime Gatari is probably the most meta show
All right.
like I've ever seen.
anyway. Go on.
Well,
Baha.
huh? Go ahead.
Sorry, continue,
Anyways.
my bad.
I was saying I stray away from meta, but usually like you guys or like Puton or somebody else, they'll be like, "Oh, this show's like super meta, but it's still pretty good." So I'm just like, "Okay, maybe I'll watch it." It's kind of like I know the show's meta, but I won't go out of my way to watch it unless somebody recommends it to me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's it.
Oh,
I can't put my effort into a meta show unless there's significance. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I wrote a paper today.
Well, unless it's gonna pay off.
So,
Yeah, sure.
I know this is very random and completely off topic, but I forgot to mention this earlier. If you're watching Kino's Journey and you're trying to figure out if Kino's a boy or not, Kino's a
fucking girl.
girl. You're welcome.
They said it in the very first episode.
A lot of people, like, it just went over their head. And apparently,
it was-
like, in the comments, people are still asking. And it's just like, wow.
It was she was referred to as her and her bike in the first episode.
And there was a moment where the guy was like, he said something about stand aside, boy. He's like, get off me or get your hands off me.
Yeah.
Something
And
like
then I had that thing too, and I was like, oh, he's like fucking himself up, like he doesn't know he's a boy or she's a girl. See, I'm doing it too.
that. Yeah, so, I don't know.
So it's a reverse trap.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
So reverse traps are gay.
Well, the thing
So-
is I knew, like, the voice actor sounded like it was more on the feminine side. And, like, you can kind of
Yep.
understand with certain characters, like, the main character, Gamers. Like, with certain people, they do have, like, that
No,
feminine
he's just a
voice
bitch.
actor. Or Goku from Dragon Ball Z. You know, like, it just kind of happens sometimes. So,
Timmy Turner.
that too. I feel like with
Random as fuck.
American animation, there's a lot of female voice actors.
I
could be wrong to say that.
E.G. Daily fucking voice acted so many characters from our childhood.
From your childhood? Childhood?
Yes.
What?
Ch-
Your
childhood.
childhood.
Yeah.
I had
you
a,
did
I had
your
a few
childhood.
too many
She
drinks.
did,
so you know.
what is it? Rugrats, I think Powerpuff Girls.
Uh-huh. She did a lot
I
of
think
shit.
she was in Hey Arnold. I can't remember what else
Probably.
she did. Like E.G. Daily, like if you look her up, she's done so many things. It's crazy.
Fuck.
What?
My bad. I closed the tab.
Alright, and I've mentioned this before. And I'm gonna say it again. If you're not watching Welcome to the Ballroom, why? Why are you like this? Why are you the way that
Laziness.
you are? Why did you
Because
do the things that you do? Because it is so good. Like, fucking watch that shit, please. Like, if you're into sports anime, or you just want to see, like, some cool shit, watch it, man. Fuck. Me and Lohan watched it the other day at his house. We had some pizza and stuff. It was so nice.
good. It's
Good
like
time.
it's like you want to get like I
The only
can't.
thing that I
there's
can
no-
compare to Haikyuu right now.
There's no way to explain this anime to anybody. There's just no way. There isn't. Like
I just
know-
want to say, I'm gonna give this to you, and then at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, I like a ballroom anime." I never thought that would happen. Like, that's kind of the way I was looking at it. Like, here you
just
go.
Scratch out ballroom. It's like, yo, you love anime, you just watch this show. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I get
That's
really
it, 'cause-
triggered when people compare it to Yuri on Ice. It's happened a lot. It's
No.
not at all similar.
There's
I'd
no-
agree if you compared it to any other sports anime like Koriko or fucking Haikyuu or something. I'm totally cool with that. But if you compare it to anything else, I just kind of want to smack you. Apparently, people compare it to your Lie in April, and I don't know where the fuck they're getting that from. I have no idea.
That had such a different curve for the story. I think this is just really like super off topic, but if your lie in April like curved towards him trying to beat those two kids that thought they were his rivals instead of him trying to play for her, then that would be a completely different story.
Yep, I can agree.
Nick, you're muted.
Was Nick talking?
He's like, no.
I saw his lips moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like really jumps out at me on this
Oh.
list. Oh, there's one that we haven't talked about at all. Oh, two actually. Three,
Guys, Nick
actually.
died.
Wait, yo. Which one are you bringing up? Because we got to bring up the big.
So let's get all the salt and hate out of the way on Black Clover.
All right, everybody hates the fucking main character. That guy needs to stop yelling his fucking lungs out. That's it. Nobody fucking likes that shit. Nobody wants to watch 5 minutes of him yelling. Ah!
I only made it 5 minutes into the first episode.
Just
Couldn't
stop.
get past the main
And then-
character.
And then they fucking flashback to the second episode. I keep fucking talking about this. The second episode, you just skip the fuck out of that fucking episode. Do not fucking watch that shit. They could have smushed that into the first episode. There's no reason for that episode at all. Because if you like shonen anime, you can guess. You can put everything together from the small flashbacks you get in the first episode. It's like, oh, something happened. This guy saved this guy's ass because he fucked up. Ha! He's not actually a fucking super genius and he needs this guy's help. They actually fucking love each other because they're fucking bros like that. It's like, oh, whatever. And then
Why
that's
am
it.
I okay? Like so okay with the idea of like my heroes like flashbacks. Like I have no issues with
shit.
it whatsoever.
This flashback was. I don't
But
care
I feel like
that
any
story,
other shonen flashback I couldn't stand. But
I
like with My Hero, I'm totally fine with it. I can watch those shits all day, every day, and not have an issue.
it's like,
Flashbacks are. They
oh
have to
my
be done
god,
right to be likable.
who the fuck flashbacks a whole episode in second two and episode 2, second 2, but a whole episode, and then you get 5 minutes of. He literally did. He just kicked his ass, and that was it. And then they're like, "You were really my bro. I thought you fucking hated me. Nah, it's cool, man. Let's get out of here." That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Third
watch
episode
three.
was pretty shit too. So what happens after that is the third. They say, oh yeah, we're gonna go out and go to this tournament so it can be knights or some shit. So they decide to leave. So they have like this whole thing in the beginning where it's like, oh yeah, we're leaving, blah, blah, blah. So then they leave, and then it's just them adventuring over to wherever they're having the event. So it's just like a whole bunch of like freeze frames of them doing stuff, and you know, like the only cool thing is like seeing them like be competitive with each other, like. But other than that, it's just not at all interesting. So I don't know. It's a little frustrating.
Yeah, that's the salt we all have for Black Clover because shonen's not. It's the ramp up we don't need because we've seen it all.
Yeah.
Or is it because we're too old for this now?
I would say yes if it wasn't for My Hero. For some odd reason, I'm okay with it.
I can't.
The thing is, like,
dude.
My Hero is new enough for us, whereas Black Clover, we've seen this shit before in all the other shonen that we all grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, this is for the new generation. This is not for us. This is for the now 13-year-olds.
My
That will
thing,
soon be us in like 10 years.
my thing is if this show is fucking number 3 in the big 3 of like Shonen Jump, then there's some reason behind it. Like this show has to be good eventually. I just don't know when the fuck it's gonna get good.
Probably episode like 80.
I guess so. Cause like, I know that there are other options in Jump. Like I think Haikyuu's like number 4. So it's like there are options. So I just don't really understand how this show is like so huge in Japan with the manga. So we'll see. I feel like I'm gonna be proven wrong later. It feels very Twin Star Exorcist like to me, especially since it's gonna have a long run of like 50 episodes. So we'll fucking see.
We'll see.
Yep.
You do you, BC, and we'll see you in like 20 episodes when there's a recap episode.
Before I talk about the other like two bigger ones, just because
Just because
we feel like talking about it, you know. Just because it was made by the same studio that made Gamers.
I know you asked it before. This was probably like the most surprising for me. Like I didn't think it was gonna be that good. I just thought it was
I agree.
I thought it was just like
It's gonna be another romance. Just
I
another,
thought it was just gonna be like another
romance,
cookie
no.
cutter romance comedy, but it's not. It's not at all. It's very I don't know how to put it. It's so good. Like oh god. Okay, so I remember reading the summary and it was like, oh, transfer student fucks everything up in your lives. I'm like, well, sounds like something familiar. And I just like immediately went to Orange, but Orange is a shoujo and they just do things differently. But so this is like a normal rom-com.
Orange, you're happy it's not Orange. No.
Yeah, I'm so glad it's
I
not.
never finished Orange.
God, don't do it.
Orange is bad.
Okay.
He's alive. Spoiler.
Wow. Wow.
I'll take like 3 hours.
Saved you 3 hours.
That happens.
It's really it's a weird sense of like you want things to go right, but your mind is telling you something bad's gonna happen anyway. But you want to see it happen. You want to see both things happen.
Yeah. You want to see everything happen.
You want to see it all unfold and bloom into a beautiful fucking rom-com. Because it is. It's really good. I know Kenny posted on Twitter the other day about how what's his face?
All his facial reactions?
Hotaro? Is that his name? Yeah, Hotaro. He's like he's like racing on his bike to go fucking meet the girls. It's like, I told you I'd be here. And he's like tired as fuck. He's like, here, have some tea. I'm so happy. And then there's a dog, and he's like, fuck my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really like. I wouldn't want to take every single like facial expression he makes, put it in a folder, and just use it, kind of like a GIF folder of like all of your reactions and stuff. Like he is just so like great. And a cool
great.
thing about the series is
I want
it is
that
an
type
original.
of character in everyone, in every anime. I want that type of character in every anime.
Yeah, agreed.
Don't make it better.
I think it's cool that this show's an original. Like, I expect this from a manga, like adaptation or something. You know, like a slice of life manga. But this is an original series. I don't know where it's gonna go from here. But I'm totally cool with it. I think there was some issues where like people were a little concerned because I guess they were still working on the storyboards for like episode 7 or something like that. Something I was reading in our anime. But yeah, I guess they're still like finishing up a lot of the show. Since it's already in episode 3 somehow. They still haven't done like a major portion of it. Which happens. Makes sense.
Mark, can I ask you, have you ever watched Pet Girl of Sakarosa?
Yes.
So
Fucking loved it.
The guy who wrote the script, who writes the script for Just Because, is the original creator of that.
Oh god.
So yeah, so you will
You're gonna get the feels.
We will eventually get both sides, just like we asked for.
Alright,
there's the good side and the bad side.
We're gonna wrap up by talking about these two shows. I'm gonna talk about Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond. I'm just gonna say it's fucking good. Go read my article. It's fucking good. And if you are like me, who was very like cool with the show, but we're like on the fence about the new OP, what the fuck, new OP and ED. It's actually pretty good and nice. It really complements the tone of the series at this point. So definitely just deal with it. It'll grow on you. So Blood Blockade Battlefront, great. Read my review, please and thank you. And we're gonna talk about fucking, what is it called again? Magus Bride.
Ancient Magus' Bride.
Cool.
Watch it.
What do you think about it?
It's okay. So far, it's very like slice of life, I want to say, but not like ordinary life, obviously, because it's like fantasy. it's the compliment you will always get about this show is that it is fucking beautiful as fuck, and the animations that they do for any type of magic is insanity. Like I want to see that all the time. That's how good it is.
I think it's a very gorgeous anime. It's
Bro, it smacks you.
extremely visually appeasing, and it is just it's soothing to watch in general. I can't really be in a bad mood or anything watching it. It's just a nice chill show. And
That's definitely how I feel, but something inside me just wants her to learn magic already. Like it's fucking killing me.
well, the thing is she's probably gonna be OP as fuck, as you can see. So, yeah, I don't know.
One of my friends is telling me I'm making poor life decisions by not watching it.
I agree.
It's on my list, but I haven't started it yet. I haven't had time to.
Bro, it's like you're missing out.
I know.
You're missing out on the beauty, because I know
I know.
you like to look at that stuff.
Well, I think you should watch it. Ancient Magus Pride is number 1 on my anime list right now. It is. Sitting
It is
on
one of
an
the
8.60.
highest rated so far. After 3 episodes, 8.3, 8.6. Is that what you said?
And
Yeah,
one giant
8.6.
thumbs up from Nick. Apparently.
Giant thumbs up from Nick.
Cool. Well, we're gonna close it out here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching it with us on Twitch, cool. Definitely be here next week. If you're watching on YouTube, try to come and hang out with us on Twitch. It's always a good time.
With the links.
Yeah, we're gonna hit you with the links. And if you're watching on YouTube, our links down below in the description. You're gonna see our iTunes, iTunes podcast, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, all that good shit. So you have so many different ways to listen to us, whether you're in the car, at the gym, taking a shit, whatever you feel like doing, and you feel like listening to us. I don't want to think that you're taking a shit and listen to us, but whatever suits you. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. You have a good one.
Later.